Hello, children. How are you doing? It is June 9th. 6/9. All right. It's 6/9, and it's second Tuesday. I'm headed home from work. Last week and this week have kind of really sucked. It's been it's been long. This one is pretty much going to be a rant and rave. I just drove by a billboard. I've been driving by it for about 3 weeks, and it is a big billboard for one-day divorce. A divorce office, a divorce lawyer that offers divorces in a day. Or speedy, you know? And all I can think of is the sanctity of heterosexual marriage. And if it's that sacred, then why should that be allowed? Why should celebrities and a lot of people abuse the privilege that is given to them, and yet can go around and deny that to any other people just because they want to be an asshole, or just because they were grown up to believe by whatever, you know, to their parents or religion, or forced on them, or you know, spoon-fed to them, that that's okay and that's what you do just because. There's no answer. It's like when you're a kid and, you know, your mom says, oh, come on. There you go. When they say, oh, it's just because, you know, why is the sky blue? Just because, honey. Now shut up and eat your cereal. You know, I mean, it's just stuff like that. But I don't get it. I don't understand. It's very frustrating. The East Coast is, I don't understand the trend in the East Coast and the West and the Midwest. I don't understand where the hate comes in. And there was an article I read by Bill Maher, and sometimes he just pisses me off, and he said that, you know, we all claim bigots is the new word for people who won't accept us as we are, and blah blah blah. Well, it's true. I mean, it's that, and it's hypocritical, you know. I mean, people who can be married 6 times, and then they're going to be like, well, you can't do it just because you're homos, or, you know, oh, but lesbians can do it because they're hot chicks, but we won't vote for that because everybody thinks about gay men. And I mean, it's everybody categorizes, and they're not thinking about the bigger picture. And the same goes for all of us fighting on the same side for those rights. There's a website that's called jointheimpact.com. Impact, you know, like punching, jointheimpact.com. And the ladies that started it are West Coast, I believe, Seattle up there. And it's cool. It's a very good idea. I think, like I said before, the technology that we have now is not anything that they've had before. But we're still not doing anything about it, and we're fighting ourselves. We're bitching and bickering and arguing and being shitty to each other within the gay community, quote unquote, and I use that term very loosely, because there really isn't one. I mean, you can go and you can get all of the high-class society people who go out and do stuff, who have their cliques, who have the money that can do it, but they don't allow other people in, and it's a crock. This is for everybody. This is everybody's right. It's not what, you know, whether you're accepted in heterosexual society because you make money or you're a classy homo. No, that's a crock. Everybody needs to work together for the same purpose. And if you're not going to do it, what? What? You fucking stupid, dumb, crazy bitch. Alright, whatever. But, I mean, she was crazy. I don't get it. It makes no sense at all whatsoever. But back to Join the Impact. I was on there, and there was a thread. And so I'm doing this thread, and I'm reading through it, and people are just rude to each other. They're not even reading what they're talking about. They're just spewing their own crap because they can. you know? And it's just like, what are you guys doing? You're not proving a point. You're not helping out anyone. People don't think before they open their mouths, and then they sit there and they spew off crap. And they're just sitting there attacking people who are on the same side, and there is no reason for it. So I'm going to post those. I think I'm going to copy and paste them in my Facebook notes. But it's insane. It is insane. It's absolutely stupid. And I posted it. I posted my opinion, and people, you know, one person read it and copy and pasted and said, "Yeah, that's a good idea. That's stupid." Come on, you know, say something. If you're gonna take the time and effort to sign up and go through, then have something to say. Think about what you're gonna say. I mean, what do you want to accomplish? You know, it's writing a story, or it's preparing a speech, or anything like that. We are defeating our own purposes half the time because all we want to do is just talk shit. Nobody wants to think about what's going to happen. And nobody wants to think about the future. They're just going to sit there and they're like, oh, it's going to happen, and it's going to happen now just because, oh my God, I look good in a two-piece suit. And it's just like, no, shut the fuck up. You're stupid. You guys have to think about it. And the way that the world views us is on stereotype, and we need to change that. Perez Hilton was a dumb shit for asking that question. It's in a totally different venue that would have been acceptable, but because he thought he was being clever, he caused a whole controversy about him because he's stupid. I mean, if you're going to be a reporter or do something like that, then make it useful and do something for an actual cause. Don't do it because you want to be a stupid fag. And I don't like using that word, but that's what he was doing. And it's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. And again, you know, I'm being contradicted because I'm sitting there trying to do something good. But you have to learn, and you have to think about it. And this bus just pulled right out in front of me, even though he could have fucking stopped. Good job, Dick. Nice driving. You're a jackass, is what you fucking are. But we need to start picking our battles and focusing on them, not with a 2-second attention span, but actually focusing on it. As I do that while I drive. But I come back. I collect and I come back. It's just getting to be stupid, you know. I've been asking around people, just like business, you know. I sit there and I try to build business, and there have been a lot of leads, but people flake out, just like with advertising. Hey man, let's share some advertising space. Okay, that's cool. And I'm not going to sit there, and you know, I guess if I really want to do it, I have to sit there and hound them over and over and over again, but it's a waste of my time, in a sense. If they'll eventually do it, that's cool, but if you're going to do it, then just do it. I mean, what? Why not? Why sit around and just waste somebody's time when you could just do it? You know, you could better yourself, you could make something better with somebody else, you know, could enhance your business, you could spread out into a new market. I mean, there are a lot of things that people can do. There's no reason for it. It's somebody that's just trying to be rational in their own way, but they're not thinking about a bigger picture. They're not thinking about how they can help other people by helping themselves. I mean, it can be a win-win situation, and sometimes you can go out and do something for someone else just because. I know it's pretty crazy, and I'm not a really big religious freak, but it doesn't have to be religious. I mean, you can just be fucking decent and go out and help somebody else. Is that really wrong? I don't think it is. It shouldn't be. I mean, people who sit there and do it and then say, oh my God, guess what I did? Those are the people who want it for gratification. And you know what? Yeah, they did something for somebody else, but they're still doing it for themselves. It's just like people who say, oh my God, I've changed, haven't I? Well, if you really have to ask me, then probably not. And you have to point out why you've changed, then probably not. I mean, if you're asking for some self-evaluation to help along, that's one thing, but yeah, there are people I know who usually do that on a regular basis, and they haven't because they never learn. End of story. But anyway, back on topic. We're